2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in?
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that can really change momentum of this game in a hurry.
On 2nd and 9, Carr, he'll swing this one out to Richard. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jalen Richard, 45 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Mahomes. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the second play.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And a gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Past the 20. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. On the crossing route, complete. That's Fisher. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, not content with a first-quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 30.
That one goes for 30 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr, eluding the pressure right. He'll find his tight end, that's Waller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Here's Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And goal at the 8-yard line.
One more time with Jacobs. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down.
4th and goal.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7.
Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Do what we do. Do what we lay in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Mahomes to throw once more. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
16 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
He's brought down.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Jones on the stop.
Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The Raider ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Carlson able to put this one through. And we are all tied at 16 apiece. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Here we go. Fourth down, Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
At the 39-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Raiders.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Bryan Edwards in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play. And 2 more for good measure. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Here's Mecole Hardman. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Recovered by the Raiders.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
14. And the Raider first down.
On first down, it's Jacobs. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing his car on third down. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Raiders 29. Chiefs.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Hardman on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of it.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot
Showtime
race.
today, baby.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 70 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Chiefs 30, Raiders 29.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Running is Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Complete to Jalen Richard. It's a gain of 13. But it's
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
29.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Raiders.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 28. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
On the play. And it's third down.
The handoff, this is Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They'll run on first down. Richard, and able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Josh Jacobs.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Third down.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down forthcoming. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Made by Tanner Muse.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller with time running out. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
30.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And that is going to seal this victory.